Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It is Saturday, March 24th, I think, 2018. And we're not farming this morning because it's raining and snowing. They were calling for several inches of snow. As you can see, we didn't get it. But today's subject, we're going to talk about access to farmland. Now, where I'm at here is I think it's about 20 acres of land. There's about 15, 16 acres of tillable land here. And you can see that, I hope you can see, some of it's tilled up and some of it's left in grass strips or whatever. Now, the videos I've got of me plowing and stuff, what I'm referring to as horting, is the field right down there, the 5-acre field that we leased this year. And, excuse me. But that's 5-acre field that we leased, and there's other growers that's got other parts leased. Those strips right over there are Levi's patch this year. So anyhow, that's what we're doing here. This is I'm farming it, and there's a couple other farmers farming other sections of it. If I had not already committed to other areas lease this year, I would probably have leased more of this because I really like this farm, and it is I think it's going to be a good farm. Soil analysis on the soil test and stuff look really good. But what I'm going to talk about is access to this land. As a small farmer, or farmers in general, I know there's farms out west and in the Midwest, everywhere, as a matter of fact, that one of the things I run into is trying to lease land. And there's people that own land that won't lease it for farming or whatever. The great thing about this piece of property is the folks bought it and have made it available for farmers to use. That's a rare, unique situation. That's something you don't run into every day. And they actually own several acres of farmland that they make available to farmers, which is a wonderful thing. But it can be difficult to access good, tillable, arable land to farm, and that can be a problem. If you're farming and land values are high, of course, ideally you'd want to try to buy your land, but, if you're going to buy a piece of land that it's going to take you 20 years just to pay for the land with no profit, that kind of makes it hard to justify. But like I was saying, there are folks out there that will lease land. Now, lease rates for land can vary tremendously. It can be high, low. It depends on the land, what you get. Excuse me, I'm a little stuffy this morning. It can depend on what you get. With the land. But just if you're farming in whatever area you're farming in, seek out the landowners, have a conversation with them. I'm very fortunate, we're very fortunate in this area to have folks like this to make the land available. I'm very grateful for that. And it makes you pause when you do lease a piece of property. Of course, I've always tried to leave any property that I lease better than I found it. That's one way to make sure that you can still lease land. I mean, you want to do what's right. But, you know, the opportunity that these folks give you, that it makes you really stop and pause and want to do really good, and, you know, to be honest, take better care of it than if I owned it. And but it's a good thing. But access to farmland can be difficult. It can be hard to come by, and it can be pricey. Just depending on the situation, what you get. But, you know, like with anything, shop around. If you're just starting out, sometimes you may have to start out with land that's not ideal. Lease it for a couple years, you know, till some other comes available, or you find other, or you get enough money to lease a better piece or whatever. But, you know, if you get an opportunity to buy it, you know, buy it. But that's a little bit about farmland and access to it. Just kind of wanted to show you that just this is a nice piece of farmland, and you know, let the folks know that you know, there are some good folks around, and some of them understand and appreciate what farmers do, and support them. And the folks that own it are, I think they would consider themselves non-ag. Of course, the more they get involved, they may be becoming farmers. But you know, they're non-ag folks, but they appreciate and are concerned and are trying to help, and that's a good thing. So, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to us. Check out our Facebook, and you know, if you see a video you like, hit the like button. Until next time, take care of yourself. We'll talk to you later. Bye.